welcome back to Stephanie Plans and Reads. Today I want to talk about something that I'm pretty sure most planner people are thinking about right now and may have been thinking about since July, but I'm thinking about my 2025 planner plans. And if that sounds interesting to you, please stick around and comment down below whether or not you know what you're going to do for 2025. So hopefully the lighting's okay. I do have a light on because it's starting to get dark outside. I do have to film this at night because my partner referees soccer, and so he's gone to a game, so I have the house, and I don't know, I just feel like I can be loud if I need to be and doesn't bother him. So if you don't know already, although if you're a planner person you probably do, Hobonichi is currently having their month where they kind of show some of their new fall releases for 2025, and Sterling Ink has also done a couple of videos about what's going to be coming in for 2025. And those are pretty much the planner brands that I order from. I do really like the Tomoe River paper, and I have kind of gotten into this kind of planning. I used to be an Erin Condren before this, and I really like Erin Condren. I really like the paper, but that's a different style of planning to me than these ones. And I'm kind of in this style at the moment. So I'm really interested in what Hobonichi and Sterling Ink are offering. And I have to be honest, I don't really see anything in Hobonichi that is very impressive. And I am quite impressed with the Sterling Ink. So I'll probably just buy from Sterling Ink this year. But I did want to go through kind of what I had done this year, and because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I'm kind of sure, but not exactly sure. So I thought I would just kind of go through these. These are all the planners that I bought for 2024. I currently am not in all of them, but these are the ones I bought. So the A5 Sterling Ink Common Planner, this is my main planner. This is the one that I'm currently in and use, and yeah, I'll talk about it more in a second. Then this is the N2 Sterling Ink Common Planner. This is what I use for my reading journal, and I'll talk about that. This is the B6 Compact Sterling Ink. I bought this because when it was on offer, because I wanted to try out the size. I wasn't intending ever to stay in it, and I did try it out for several weeks. And there's a video on here about, pardon me, I've got hiccups, about the difference between the B6 and the A5 in terms of style, and can I fit everything that I have in the A5 and the B6. Turns out I can, so we'll come back to that point, but I didn't continue using it because I did the experiment and that's all I wanted. It won't be, wasted though, because there's all of these notes pages in the back, and even these pages I can use for notes. So that's one of the ones that wasn't used. And then in Hobonichi order, I was not going to order anything because I had kind of ordered my allotment. But then I saw the cats and I had to get it. And it is by far my biggest regret, I think, because I knew going into it that I didn't like the week's layout. I don't like the cream paper, but more than that, I don't like the fact that there's no grid on this side. I don't like, and by having this quote, it also makes these boxes really small. And if you, I'll just show you an example from the Sterling Ink. The boxes here are much bigger. I say much, but they are maybe 2 squares or a square bigger, which makes a big difference in a planner of this size. So the only reason why I bought this was because of the cats, and I still love the cats cover. So I am debating on whether or not I can do something in terms of like, I don't know, kind of getting the guts out of this and putting in guts that I like, or even just a notes paper. I did try using it for a few things. I tried it for my social media. Yeah, I shouldn't have gotten it, but I got it because of the cats. Now, if I had any kind of, I don't know, smarts, I would have got this in like the, if it came, maybe it didn't come in, but in the A6 size, or I don't know, maybe I should just not have gotten it, because somebody said on one of these videos many times, like I've seen it many times, is that it's okay to find something that you like and to like it from afar. Like, you don't have to buy it. And I think this one was one of those things for me. I love these cats and I think they're so cute, and I'm glad in a way that I supported this style, but it was a waste. It's an absolute waste. Yeah, I mean, I probably can use it again to just like write random stuff, pen tests and stuff like that, but it is a bit of a waste. And then the last thing that I got was this 2024 Hobonichi Techo. It is the one that's just like with the months and then the days. Hope I'm saying that right. This is the Japanese version, and the Japanese version of this has the like 5 check boxes up here where, oops, sorry about that, where the English version doesn't, and it's slightly different. And when I ordered this one was going to be available like right away, but the English version was going to be later. And it's the Hun version, so it's like the hardcover. And I absolutely love this style. So I bought it. I have not used it once. I'm not mad at it because I really do believe that I can use this for something in the new year, like in 2025. And because the dates are in Japanese anyway, like I won't know that this isn't, Saturday when it's supposed to be Tuesday or something. Like I can just write in the day. So I'm not 100% like mad at this. This I don't feel that bad about because it is so beautiful and I really did want it. This is so beautiful and I did want it too, but like I feel like I should have known better. Whereas this one, I'm happy with it. So that being said, there is potential for 2025. Already we have this one, because although it's supposed to be for 2024, I'm thinking I can use it in 2025. So let's just keep that off to the side. So now let's talk about these ones. So if truth be told, and I might as well tell you the truth, I don't have any problem with these 2 planners. If I got these 2 planners again next year, I'd be totally happy. So you're asking yourself maybe, well, then what is the big deal? Just go with these ones again next year. And you'd be right. But I can't help but think, and I'm sure I'm not alone here, but I can't help but think, well, what if I need this? Or what if I need that? Or do I really need this? Or do I really need that? So I'll start with the big one first. So my A5, I love this size. It really works for me. I have kind of developed this kind of system where in the weeks I usually use a sticker kit, but then like the days, for example, I may do a little like pet tape, but maybe it's just you know, Tombos or Crayolas. Sometimes there's washi, but this isn't kit. You know, this is just leftover stickers, washi and stuff. And I like the kind of combo, the yin and yang of the sticker kit and this. So I really do like using the sticker kits in my A5. There's plenty of pages. So as you can see, sometimes I don't use a day per page. And sometimes I do. And that's meant that I'm on, well, it's the 22nd of August when I'm doing this. And I'm only on page 153. So there's tons, I think there's 369 pages. Yeah, tons and tons of extra pages. So, but not enough so that I would go down to the compact. So I still need these extra pages because who knows what will happen. I might just have a crisis where I need to write like 50 pages worth of notes. Yeah, so I like, everything is good about this. I'm really loving, like I use the front pages. I'm actually tracking my habits and doing all those things. So it's all good. But here's where my first but comes in. The B6. Could I just downsize into the B6? Well, I found out that in terms of the weekly planning, let me find one here. I can. I mean, this isn't a kit. This is just like leftover stickers. But I managed to get everything I needed to in here. The problem is, though, that if I do want to use a kit, the kits don't fit. So the kits fit A5 and bigger. And this is a B6. Now, I know there are planner companies out there that do, planner sticker companies out there that do B6, but I have a whole bunch of A5 sticker kits. And so even though I probably could size down to a B6, I don't know that I should because I've got all these kits. The second thing is these covers. So clear covers, no problem. And I like to put stickers on the front of my planners with washi tape so I can take them off. But I also have like this cover, which you've seen in other videos if you've watched any of my videos. I also have a Motrin cover. Both of them are A5. If I get the B6 size, if I downsize to something that probably is more, you know, what I need in terms of content, I probably, like I use a lot of stickers here to take up space because I don't actually need all of the space for actually plans, then, you know, I won't be able to use my covers if I do that. So now, and I don't know, this is a good question to ask. Does that matter? Like, is the cover worth it for, you know, staying in a size that you maybe don't need? I don't know. And is the fact that I don't necessarily need it a reason why I should get rid of it? Because, you know, what happens if, you know, in January, for example, I start a new job and I've got meetings and classes and everything all over the place? Well, I'm going to want the A5 again. So I think as much as I like this size, I think for my main planner, which is this, I'm happy with the A5 and I'm happy with the lots of pages. And the A5 does come in the colorway that I was liking. I liked the tweed version from Sterling Ink. And also Sterling Ink has added, I'll just show you in this, she's added this page into her planner. So I think an A5 for my main planner is the way to go. I really like the way that this is chunking up. I did have a dream the other day that I had chunked up my planner too much, and I was worried that, I don't know what was going to happen, but I did have a dream about it, so it's kind of strange. And I'm not one to like put a whole bunch of vellum and other thing and tip-ins and all that stuff in, so it's just funny that I had that dream. So I think A5 main planner is probably a done deal. Okay, so then we move on to my reading journal. I don't need a reading journal. I could find space to put that in my A5. But I like having it. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of things I like about this planner. One of the things I really like, and this is a decision that I made, and perhaps it's one I need to think about a little bit more, is I use the ballpoint. I use the Uni Jetstream, the one that comes from Hobonichi in this. And so it's kind of given the paper a lot of like texture and really crinkled up the pages, and I love that. And it's also really messy, which makes me feel like it's been used and lived in, and I like that too. So whereas in this planner I use primarily my Energel Clenna, and then sometimes fountain pens, but primarily the Clenna, and it looks great. But there's something like, I like the messiness of this, and I don't think that I could use this kind of messy format if I had a bigger planner, if it was my main planner. But because this is kind of like a little planner, it's a little, I don't know, can be a little bit messier. I feel free. I feel free in this planner. So what I do in this planner is I put what I read in the pages on this side every day. And then if I finish it, or if there's a little note, I'll put that on the side. Big notes, goals for my reading, other notes about what happened that week reading wise, I put on this side. This side doesn't always get full. So I don't need this much space. But I have fun decorating it. And I'll show you, give you a kind of a sneak preview of the next two. So there's that one, and then this one. So I decorated ahead of time, and I really enjoy it. The front matter gets a little bit used, but not a lot. So I put what I had read every month there, and the genre, and the rating, and then some stats down at the bottom, so social media stats and things like that. Because this was originally going to be my social media and reading journal, and then I changed that, and I might be changing back, so stay tuned for that. I'll talk about that at the next, the end of the month. So yeah, I really don't need this size, but I love this size. And what I definitely don't need are these notes at the back, unless of course I do incorporate social media, and then I will probably need this for like notes and scripts and all that kind of stuff. But truly, this doesn't have to be in this size. It could be in a smaller size. But I really like, this is the compact version. I really just like the feel of this size. So I'm pretty much going to get another one of these ones as well. Now, I will say that her Sterling Ink has also made the B6, the A5, the A6, all in horizontal as well. So I did try out, and I'll show you guys an example. I did try out what I thought about the horizontal, because I thought maybe I don't need to be in a vertical because of, the things, again, the fact that I don't have any real plans because I don't work. So I did this I divided up the page and what I thought a horizontal would look like. And then I was just putting in my to-do lists here. But I didn't get a real sense of what it would be like, but I did get kind of a sense, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So I will stick with the horizontal in a kind of smaller size. But I could go A6. So I could go to the kind of this size, which is, it's not really that much different because it's a little bit wider and the Weeks is a little bit taller. Or I could go to the B6, which would be the same height, but a bit wider. But I think this gives me enough room. And out of all of the planners that Sterling Ink is coming out with, it seemed to me like the Weeks Compact Horizontal, so the N2 Compact Horizontal, is the one that has the most color variety, and I think that's because this one is the most, you know, a big seller. And I did like some of the colors that it come in. So as of today, August the 22nd, I'm planning on ordering these two. Now, you'll say, that's great, Stephanie. You figured out what you want to do. Very well done. There should be no problems, right? Well, true. Except that, what if? What if? And here's my what if. What if I had two of these? One is my reading journal and one is my plans. Do I need this? Do I need this? And I just feel like I keep coming back to the same problem, thought, is what do I do with my social media? And so right now I'm planning my social media in my daily. So as my to-do list, like film for YouTube, for example, I'm tracking that I posted in my weekly. So here, for example, oh, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that kind of thing. And then I'm in my monthly, see, I think I'm doing too many things. Then I'm like putting down, you know, that I posted or whatever. But in here, because I started already at the beginning of the year, I'm putting in stats. And for example, this, yeah, I want to get to, well, ultimately want to get to 500 YouTube subscribers. So if you're watching this now and you'd like to help me get to my goal and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. So I've put my kind of my totals, my tracking my growth, I suppose, in this, because this was where I was originally. But the problem I was having was my to-do list, because I was putting my to-do list in here at the back, which it looks really great. So it looks really, like, I don't know, nice and uniform and clean. But the problem was that because it wasn't in my main planner, I wasn't coming back here. And so then I was, you know, like Thursday going, oh my God, I got to do this. You know, I was kind of doing it all at once. Whereas because it's in my week's plan now, down here, I know, oh, I've got this something down for every day. Oh, okay, I'll just, and then I put that in my daily plans. So if I keep this, which I'm planning on doing as my reading journal, I think I'm going to try and bring it back, so the social media back into this one, and then still do maybe this, but definitely do, like, in the week, in the dailies, definitely put, you know, what I need to do in the daily, but everything else will be in here. Does that make sense? I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. I think the problem comes is that I'm really, in a sense, in my heart of hearts, like a one book girl. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I kind of, it's like, I've heard other people talk about planning, and they have multiple planners, and their brain for some reason is really compartmentalized, and they can do that, whereas my brain is not that. My brain is like mush, and everything's together. So if I have a to-do list, I'm putting things like, and I've talked about this on other videos, but my to-do list is like things, everything that I'm doing in that day. Reading, doing my nails, training, going for groceries, kitty litter, cleaning up the kitchen. I clean up the kitchen every day, but I still feel like that's a thing that I have to have on my to-do list. So if I don't put social media on here, then it just doesn't get done. And then I'm wondering like why it's Friday and I have not posted anything. So yeah, so I think this is where the problem comes in, is that I want everything really to be in the one planner, but I have like I have a planning channel, so having one planner severely limits all the things I can do. But also I really do like having this like separate notebook for my reading. So maybe I just have the reading in here and the social media is in here. And in that case, I feel like I'm just worried that, you know, if I start writing scripts and stuff in here, that I am going to run out of pages. So, and as I said at the beginning of the video, there is this as well. So this, you know, comment please down below if any of this makes any sense, but also if you have an idea for this, because I do love this. I could, you know, make this my reading journal, but I don't need a whole page per day for what I do. So, but I'd like to do something in here. I don't know what. It's really pretty, and I kind of, my thoughts go to like maybe doing some sort of like quotes or something, like practice, you know, my hand lettering and stuff, and do a quote a day. That's what I did last year with my, this is last year's version. Yeah, so I did something like where I put, you know, quote every day, practice my hand lettering and stuff like that. And so I could do the same thing with this. I already use my dailies to do gratitude and a reflection every day, so I don't need it for that, but it could kind of become a bit of a quote thing, and then that way I wouldn't have to worry about days, and also I wouldn't have to do it every day. You know, keeping up with 3 planners might be overwhelming to me, somebody who has a brain a bit like mine. So maybe, yeah, the quote is a good idea. But if you can think of anything else that you think might go in a kind of small daily planner, let me know. Because I do, like I say, I do want to use it. But, you know, it doesn't have to be this year either. It can always go to 2026. So anyway, at the end of this video, I don't know that I've figured anything out more than I had figured out at the beginning of the video. I'll almost definitely be getting these 2 versions of the A5 and the N2 from Sterling Ink. I think, like I said, I'm going to get this in the tweed, and I'm thinking I'll probably get this in the fairy floss, which is that pink color. Although I do really like the mulberry, but the fairy floss only comes in this, so I kind of like that color, so I'd like to get it. But I'm not ruling out getting another one of this size, just in case. And I'm not exactly sure what I envisioning is going to happen, that I need a just in case N2 compact Sterling Ink planner for next year, but I just don't want to be without. And I know for a fact that if I do need a size like this in, say, February, let's say February comes along and I'm like, no, I really just need another one of these, and they're all out, the only thing that's going to be available is the Hobonichi Weeks, and I hate that planner. So I don't even know why, but I just know that that planner does not work for me, and this one does 100%. So that's where I'm at. I feel like this was more of like a therapy session rather than a video, but if you enjoyed any of this, please let me know like, subscribe to the channel. Next week is going to be my, oh gosh, my August monthly review. So if you're interested in that, please stick around. And definitely in the comments, let me know, what are you doing this year? Meaning 2025. Are you, going something new? Are you still waiting to see what else comes out? Do you love Sterling Ink? Do you love Hobonichi Cousin? Have you started a planner in July because that's when the Erin Condren ones and you're kind of going to stick with it? Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments, and hopefully we can get some sort of discussion there and kind of help each other out through this very difficult time of choosing our planners for next year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.